Now on to the 1980s, and we've been seeing him around, but talking with John Henry a little bit, the pride of Lorena High School, going into the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame tonight. He was a two-way star for the Leopards. As a sophomore, he led the Leopards to the 1987 2A state championship. You may remember that last year when Lorena won that state championship, we talked about how long it had been since they'd won. Well, John Henry was the key cog in that state championship back in 1987 as a sophomore. They beat Refugio 8-7 in the title game. He went on to set a number of school records, including he ran for 1,918 yards and 28 touchdowns as a junior, 25, 56, and 41 touchdowns in there. He scored 533 career points, a two-time Waco Tribune Herald Super Syntax Offensive Player of the Year on the Whataburger All-Stars there in the Astrodome. Signed with Baylor and a Baylor boy here at kind of Central Texas area. John Henry is a name that is known around these parts here in Central Texas.
Oh, yeah.
And for folks in Lorena, I know for a fact they're saying, what took you guys so long to get this guy in the Hall of Fame? And certainly I'm not one to argue with him.
He said hi to you earlier, and he looks like he's still...
Oh, he's in good shape, man.
He can still go.
He can still get it.
By the way, also on that, you mentioned he was a sophomore on that title team. His son, Braylon was also a sophomore on the last Lorena title team. Yeah, in 2021. So there he goes. I mean, a sophomore connection there. Obviously, the first title for Lorena since then. I mean, just a huge... I mean, like you mentioned, his name in Lorena means a lot. And now that his son's kind of carrying that legacy now, I believe entering his senior year, it's awesome.
John Henry, a hard-charging running back there at Lorena in the 1980s, setting multiple records there at the school and multiple records here in the Central Texas area. It's going to be a party here in Central Texas because John Henry tonight will go into the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame.